push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction. I wanna push.
Are you looking for a school with a champion mindset? Look no further than Trinity Valley Community College, the home of champions. Become a part of a community where excellence is the norm. A school that provides nationally accredited programs, award-winning groups, vibrant life, and dedicated support. We are ready to start you on your path to success. Become a Cardinal champion today by applying at apply.tvcc.edu.
Our crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich can make you feel a lot of things. The spicy one can make you feel, what's the word? Tingly? Yeah, tingly. McDonald's Spicy Crispy Chicken Sandwich. Order ahead on the app.
Welcome to the Cardinal Sports Network presentation of basketball at Trinity Valley Community College. We are coming to you live from Leon Smith's Court at Cardinal Gym for this afternoon. The #1 ranked undefeated Cardinals take on the Tyler Junior College Apaches in a renewal of the Highway 31 rivalry. The Cardinals coming to tonight's contest 9-0 overall, 1-0 in conference play. TJC is 72 overall, 1-0 in conference play, having defeated Navarro in its conference opener 87-82 in a game that was played Thursday night because Wednesday night's game had to be postponed. The Cardinals went on the road Wednesday and defeated Kilgore 83-52, holding the Rangers to 18 points in the first half. I'm Benny Rogers. I'm joined by Tim Howard like always, and this is my first chance to welcome Tom Sherham to our team on the Cardinal Sports Network. And Tom, we're glad to have you here with us.
Thank you, Benny.
And what a great men's game to come back to today.
Looking forward to this one. This is going to be this kind of a, as you said, a Highway 31 rivalry, and so forward to a good game.
Well, Tim knows I always throw numbers around, so be prepared to have numbers thrown at you today. Tim, The last 10 meetings between these two teams, they're 5-5.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is you don't want to say a toss-up because they're always a toss-up.
And here's the thing about last year. Get this, guys. The Cardinals won at Tyler 110-106, and TJC returned the favor here at Cardinal Gym 105-98. And I'm going to make this statement right now that I think is true.
Let's hear it.
If Tyler scores over 100 points a day, Greg Heyer may be found dead here in front of the blue.
Yeah, that is definitely not in the game plan for Coach Heyer. He's like, we're all about shutting you down.
It's about defense. And here's the way I characterize this Cardinal defense. I'll see if either of you agree with me, and you don't have to. Most teams are willing to play defense 8 to 14, 15 minutes of contest. Real hard defense. The Cardinals give it up for 40 minutes, and if you don't play when you're on the floor, you don't play.
You summed it up well.
That's exactly right. We had Coach Heyer on in the Bud Cerna Classic last weekend, and that was exactly what he was telling us about his guys and playing defense. And if they don't want to get out there and play defense, they're not going to get out there.
And here's what I like about doing that, and Greg has mentioned that to Tim and I before too. You can be up at halftime in a low-scoring game, but you really haven't scored that much. But he says he always tells his club, don't worry about it. We will wear them down come the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they will bring the heat in this definite heated rivalry. Should warm up what is an otherwise miserable day out in Athens, Texas. But good news, the #1 ranked team in the nation in junior college is about to take the floor here in your Trinity Valley Cardinals.
And listen to these averages. TJC's averaging 88.4 points a game and giving up 67.3. The Cardinals are averaging 73.6, but only giving up 54.6. 54.6 will win you just about every game you play in Region 14 Conference.
You bet. That sure will, Benny. And as we talked about it, and we saw in some information that you sent us earlier about, I don't remember exactly how many games they've held their opponents to less than 20 in the first half. Four games. And that's a huge statement right there, being able to do that.
And I know Tim went down to a game in Kilgore the other night. Tim said he looked up at it, and at halfway minute mark of the first half with 10 minutes to go, he looked up and Kilgore had 8 points.
8 points. I mean, that does summarize what we've seen in the capsule of this season so far.
And that's got to be really detrimental to these opposing teams when they look up and they're at the end of the first half or close to it, and they've got less than 20 on the board.
Here's the thing about it, guys. TJC lives by the three-pointers. In their win over Navarro, they had 12 in an 87-82 win. And for the season, the TJC is shooting 37.7% from three-point range. And they're shooting it well from the floor, 48.1%. So they're hitting almost half their shots from the floor.
Yeah. They will make you pay if you give them a look at it. And that's one thing that Coach Heyer has preached continuously. It's been so much fun to watch this team even develop even more. They're 9-0 on the year, and it's all predicated on that nose-to-nose D and working hard.
Oh, it absolutely is. And we got a nice crowd filling in. I was kind of worried about the crowd today from somewhat because we've taken finals here at the college. Most of our kids, a lot of our kids have already gone home for the holidays. And maybe some of our support groups won't be here, but the crowd is really feeling in nice today, and this game has really been built because people know when Trinity Valley and Tyler play, it doesn't matter what the sport is, it's big.
It's going to be good.
All you got to do is say Highway 31 rivalry, right? And everybody shows up.
It's going to be good. And, you know, the other thing that Tim and I talked about during the Budke Cerner Classic is with our lady cards over the years and them coming in and having a big bullseye on their back. And that's where Greg Heyer's team is today. They got that bullseye on their back with that #1 spot in the nation. And so, you know, everybody that comes through these doors is gunning for you. You know, it doesn't matter whether it's Tyler or Navarro, whoever it is comes in. If they can knock off the #1 team in the nation, look what they've done.
No doubt about it. In case you're wondering when the last time the Cardinals were ranked #1 in the nation, that was February the 23rd, 2016. And Tim and I remember that season very well because Tom, and you may have been here that night, I'm not sure. They were playing Michael Anders, the Navarro College Bulldogs here, and got down 21-0 to start the game, 28-4 to start the game, and came back and won the game 78-77.
Yeah.
And Leon Spencer Court's never been quite the same after the big dance from the whole crowd coming out on the floor because it was historic. And, you know, Coach Spencer in the house today and a chance to take in a fun one. Always great to see him make his way across on the front row here at Trinity Valley's historic Cardinal Gym. And looking forward to this one today.
It's going to be a lot of fun. This is our 16th season of Cardinal basketball on the Cardinal Sports Network. I've been here for all 16. Tim's been around for 9 or 10. We figured out. This is Tom's his maiden voyage, but he did 8 games over the Budke.
Did 8 games last weekend
He's a
with
veteran
Tim.
now after 2 days.
Well, Miles said, "Do you want to come do some games?" And no, we're going to break old Tom in the right way.
And you did, Benny, you did. But I appreciate the offer. I really enjoy doing this.
And how much fun was that? Getting to see the Lady Cards knock off Chipola in a big comeback in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Like second year in a row that's happened.
That's it.
And they are in action right now, by the way, at LSU Eunice. They're the 14th ranked Lady Cardinals, 7-2 on the season. Haven't got an update on that game yet, but we'll pass those along as we get them the rest of the day.
About 2 minutes away from the starting lineups, or the tip, actually. And so I'm ready to go. I know y'all are. What do you expect in this one, Benny? What is your take on, TJC and what they've been able to do from their perspective?
Well, Tyler's Tyler, and they're not going to change. They live by the three-pointer, and if they have to die by the three-pointer, they'll die by the three-pointer. So they're going to come out and put the ball up from around the arc, try to loosen that Cardinal defense up. But here's where I think you guys will agree with me on this. The Cardinals defend every dadgum pass.
Yeah,
you don't get a free pass.
Yeah, there's no little lollipops out to the corner. You're going to earn everything that you get. And like you stated so well, if you don't, you'll find yourself on the sideline real quick.
And the bench is deep enough that he can do that.
It is.
A lot of coaches want to do that, but they look down that bench and they don't see many replacements down there that is capable of doing what he wants done on the floor. But Greg Heyer is not one of those coaches.
Exactly. And I was taken back by the fact the other night at Kilgore, I was pretty close to the bench. Oftentimes, we're right by the bench here, but you don't get to see the perspective because we're calling a game. But in the stands, you're looking and he's microseconding, looking for the guy. He's like, no. He's got so much depth over there. He can pull a lot of triggers.
We're going to turn it over now to Stephanie Gady, the public address announcer here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. We're going to have a special moment of silence before the national anthem in memory of those who lost their lives on this date 83 years ago in Pearl Harbor. This is something we're very excited about doing today.
Hello, basketball fans, and welcome to the Athens campus of Trinity Valley Community College. Today's matchup is between Tyler Junior College and Trinity Valley Community College. Ladies and gentlemen, on this date, 83 years ago, 1941, more than 2,300 servicemen and women lost their lives in the attack of Pearl Harbor and
Mike is in his 24th season. He's the dean of the coaches on the men's side in the Region 14 Conference, and a pretty good friend of mine, I'm proud to say. Cardinals are 9-0, 1-0 in conference. Here are the starters. Tyler's averaging 9.7 points a game. He's got 11 three-pointers. Cam's averaging 4.3 points a game. Garrett's averaging 10.6 points a game. He's got a season team-high 17 three-pointers. Charles Outlaw's been coming on as late. He's averaging 2.9 points a game. And Big Cameron Williams is averaging 11.5 points a game. Folks, the Cardinals are 9-0 overall, 1-0 in conference. TJC is 7-2 overall, 1-0 in conference. Talking about the Tyler three-point shooting prowess. They have 5 players with double-digit three-pointers. The Cardinals have 2, and Garrett Knuckles is 17, Tyler Smith is 11. It is Region 14 Conference. It is a Saturday afternoon. It's the Highway 31 rivalry. It is Tyler. It is Trinity Valley. And with the play-by-play, it is Tim Howard.
Thank you, Benny Rogers. Looking forward to this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. And that shot right there says it all, Tom. Defense on the back of that jersey.
Exactly.
And we will expect to see a lot of it, which will in turn to offense. It is historic Cardinal Gymnasium on the campus of Trinity Valley Community College in Athens, Texas. Leon Spencer Court, and what a place to be here. Christmas has come early, guys.
Yes,
I don't know
has.
if y'all noticed or
You
not.
feel the energy in the building, and the band and the Cardinal cheerleaders aren't even here.
You're exactly right. So TJC will control the opening tip and get a chance to see some of that D right off the bat. Good close out there by Smith. Gets in the paint. Made him work to get around the perimeter. Goes inside, and nice dish underneath, but an even better block by Williams.
That's picture-perfect Cardinal defense right there. They denied the perimeter shot. They tried to get it inside to block the shot.
That's right, yeah.
Cameron did a great job there, didn't he, Tom? Just
He did.
Shuffling his feet, getting over.
He did. He shuffled his feet, got over, got his hand on the ball, and got the block.
And credit to the officials for recognizing a true block and not calling the cop-out call with the body.
Yeah, anticipating the call. Sometimes I'm guilty of saying that they... Here we go, 9 on the clock. Pulls up, top of the perimeter, knocks it down. Nice touch there from Uwayo. Right off the bat, that three-pointer gets an early lead to TJC.
You will see a lot of those.
Passes on the baseline, then lost it in the paint.
Yep, Cam let it get away from him.
Drive up and knocked away. Great defense from Tyler Smith. Quickly down the floor. Cardinals going to set it up. Smith into Williams. Williams stops, pops,
short.
Can't get it to fall. Good hustle from Knuckles. He'll pass it off to Smith up top. 3 on the way, not there. Rebound by the Apaches.
TJC will try to make the Cardinals play their style of game as opposed to what the Cardinals are wanting to play.
Driving a great anticipation down low from Charles Outlaw. Got over to cut that one off. Outlaw sets it back up with Smith. With a little screen up top. Shot on the way. A little extra bounce off the cylinder. Knuckles. Almost.
Nice hustle there by
you,
Knuckles.
They defend every pass, fellas. Every pass.
Yeah.
Saw a play like that in Kilgore the other night, and Knuckles was the benefactor of that still and went back, cocked it about as far back as you can go from the baseline, and nearly ripped the rim off there.
Traylon Green just checked in for the Cardinals.
So Green onto the floor.
Traylor's averaging 3.1 points a game.
Almost freed himself, but not so much. And great hustle there. And knocked away. Picked up eventually by Outlaw. So Cards do a great job to recover that one.
There's that hustle on the defense.
Not a lot of scoring to show, but great hustle from both sides here early going. Green inside. It's Outlaw. Outlaw shots money. It's 3-2 after the bucket.
Breaks an 0-for-3 shooting slump for the Cardinals to open the game.
Yeah, Benny, back to your point about coverage, just getting it over the timeline, they're making them work, and that will pay dividends huge, you would think, in the second half.
There we go. Just like you said, Benny.
They defend every pass. I mean,
Every pass, somebody's there.
This is the 10th game, and it's been 10 games solid doing that.
That's what that's what I was going to say. That has been the trademark of this team. Did he knock it off him? No, it will remain Tyler Junior College basketball, but great tenacious defense.
And let the record show I marked at the 17:55 mark started working the officials.
For those of you scoring at home, Benny has got it right there for you. It's offensive foul.
Offensive foul, yeah.
So that's going to be called, I believe. Who is that on? That will be on number 7, Joey Brown out of Indianapolis.
Yeah, we got these number changes this year where they allow any number you want to wear, and it's just kind of used to 1 through 5 and 10 through 20.
Good entry level. Zotti passed on it. Garrett way out. Not
off
there.
the back iron.
Here come the Apaches.
That's Knuckles there to break it up.
That was a double coverage he quarterback threw into there.
Yeah.
Nice pass. Nice finish. Big time stuff from Charles Outlaw.
Outlaw with all 4 of the Cardinal points as they take the lead for the first time at the 16:36 mark.
How about that pass?
That's great.
Man, he rifled it in between a defender. Making him work. Over the top to 3. Not going to fall. Picked up by Outlaw over to Knuckles. Cardinals setting it up on the left side. Well, going to be saved by Zotti. Zotti getting it done. Goes strong up, and we finish. Foul. The foul called on number 2. That'll be his first foul of the ball game.
You know, last year we called Garrett Knuckles Mr. Fix-It Tom because every time he came on the floor when something was broken down, he could fix it.
That's right.
This year he's added about 15 pounds, I'm willing to say, of muscle. He is a much different ball player.
Yes, he is.
Strong young man. Able to create and control now with that extra muscle.
Started his high school career in La Pointe and finished up in Bullard.
Nice entry level. The shot not there for Zotti.
Yeah, he's got to hit that one. That's a wide open look from 10 foot.
He's averaging right at 9 points a game, so need those from him. MBB will check in momentarily for the Cardinals at the next stoppage. Trying to get it down on that low block. Denying, kick out for 3 on the way. Not there. Good position there from Zotti.
Yeah, they're letting them play. Let's just put it that way.
That's right.
Shot over the top, not there. The putback is
Outlaw.
Charles Outlaw for 2, and that'll give him the Cardinals the 3-point advantage.
Yeah, and he's got all 6 points of the Cardinals as well.
Good start. Controlled, tipped away that time by Waller.
Cardinals are having their way on the defensive boards.
That was a
Yeah.
Got traveling on Outlaw.
I was about to say that was a big blunder there. They left the lane wide open, and fortunately, there's a travel called. So immediate timeout on the floor. We'll step away. Cardinals on top of TJC at 6-3 right here on the Cardinal Sports Network. Right there. Benny, talk about what you see out of the blocks here for Trinity Valley.
Well, it's exactly what we expected to see.
Yeah.
Defense and a lot of defense. TJC's only tried three three-pointers, I should say, and that's rare for them. But a lot of this is because they just can't get comfortable with any openings of the shot.
That's what I was going to say. Is I don't want to put a jinx on anything, but it looks like the Cardinals have already got TJC kind of out of their comfort mode and their style, as you were saying, Benny, about living by the 3, and maybe they've already maybe they knew coming in that they weren't going to be able to do that.
Well, we'll see. A long way to go in this, but a great start for Trinity Valley. We talked about getting out of the blocks quick, and they've established that early.
Here's something interesting to watch, too. Every player on the TJC roster except one, number 7, Joey Brown, is either a freshman or redshirt freshman. And my question is, how many of those freshmen, redshirt freshmen, have seen defense like this for 40 minutes?
That's a great point because it's going to be a consistent amount of defense. Cards bringing it right here in the opening moments of the first half. There's a foul. Zadi going to pick up one. So Zadi with his first foul of the ball game. That is the first team foul.
Well, Greg made sure he did the official. He wasn't happy with that call.
Now, Benny, it is the Christmas season. You don't think he wasn't checking that mailbox address? Shot again, contested, same result. Block out, the Cards have the ball. Three, thought about it, now going to swing it around. Smith.
Looks like Tyler's packing to a little 2-3 zone look.
Yeah, they are.
Garrett's going to try and pop that. Oh, fadeaway base.
Fadeaway.
Oh, my.
Gets it done. Nice touch there from the sophomore. Oh! Man, I hope he is okay. That looked scary all the way down. He's up, as is MBB. We'll look at that again. Maybe if we get a shot of that. But, man, that looked so dangerous.
They don't lose.
Oh, they're going to reverse the call there and give it to the Cardinals.
Wyatt, I'll just be real honest. I would gladly give up the possession as long as everybody's okay.
Yeah.
Because it looked like it had all the markings of, whoa, you don't want to see that.
They hit awfully hard there.
In a non-contact sport.
Yeah, no contact. Nice entry. Tapped around, picked up by Knuckles.
He got hit on the knee.
Hanging, shooting, not getting it, but boy, hopefully a little stinger maybe. He's going to have to sit.
Garrett's at a 13:59 mark.
8-3, and we're about to see into the ball game. Warlow will check on into the contest.
Thing about Garrett is he's averaging
First one's good.
10.6 points a game, yes, but it's all the little things he does that you would miss more than the scoring.
That's right, yeah.
Definitely earned that Mr. Fix-It marquee last year, because it was so many times, so consistently come on and kind of steady the ship.
And it was different things on different ends of the floor, too. It could be on the offensive end or the defensive end, and Garrett's the one they called on the Fix-It.
Great.
Cameron Williams and Daryl Bateman just checked in for the Cardinals.
The thing about Kalen White is, folks, at some point he's going to explode, and here's what I'm going to say about him. He played at Victoria College last year. The Victoria College disbanded their men's program. He was the leading scorer in the conference.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's something you got to be definitely aware of. There's a nice pick, and it's taken by Warlow. Just in the ball game, makes his presence known early. And by works the foot action, doesn't get the roll.
Can't get it to go.
The putback is good. Count that for Bateman. Daryl Bateman gets his first bucket, and now some more effort on the far sideline causes a side out. Still Apache ball, but back to the point. More D.
Gosh, it is fun to watch. I mean,
it is.
Defense is very cool.
The other great switch. Oh, they had an opportunity, but it quickly closed. Shot on the way. Oh, you got to kick that if you're an Apache. Got knocked out of bounds.
Someone who works at the college may have just told sometime this week Greg Heyer about the fact that TJC scored over 95 points in both meetings last year. That might got passed along to his team.
Man,
It might have.
I do believe that the guy might be sitting at the table. I'm just saying.
Tom, how dare you do that?
Great
I haven't talked to Coach Heyer since last Saturday.
Great line there. Benny Rogers. Boom. So here's the inbound. Spinning at the 13-minute mark.
3 points.
It's a 3-point score for TJC. That makes that 8 look pretty impressive the other night at 10. Now they may start shooting lights out here, but not going to do it on this possession.
Mbaye, Big Mo.
Big Mo getting it done. Oh, that's all on the defense here from Olajuwon. Rahman Olajuwon got the feet set and was put in the spot.
And speaking of that young man, that is the son of Akeem Olajuwon.
You might know a little bit about basketball.
Might know a little bit about basketball, yeah.
Top 50 players in NBA history. Of course, talking about Hakeem Olajuwon.
Another turnover.
Nice defense coming up strong. Quickly up the floor. Getting back to Bateman. And by Mo working it down. Mo going up strong. It's going to be defended well that time from Zhu.
That's a great job of defending that time by TJC, as you mentioned.
Amaju on the stop there. Well, they almost got him trapped up top there with Callaway. Fighting around the screen, shot, and not there. But TJC just a little extra step after that timeout here, but it's still nothing to show for it.
Nothing to show for it.
Guys,
right.
you realize they hit that three-pointer their first trip down on offense, and they haven't had anything since then.
Cards are trying to track it down. Not going to be able to, but not because of a lack of effort from Warlow.
I tell you what, guys, this Coach Hire squad, he's bringing them off the bench, and there's no letdown in the play. It's just it's lights out for these Cardinals.
It's a 12-3 ball game at the 11:40 mark here in the first half. Trinity Valley in control. We're going to take a media timeout. We'll come back with more after this on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Introducing the Double Dip from Dickey's Barbecue Pit. Tender Texas brisket topped with caramelized onions and cheddar cheese, served with our pitmaster au jus. Plus, try our new double berry cobbler for a limited time, so dine in at our place or have it delivered to yours. Legit Texas barbecue.
At First State Bank, we like to say we're big enough to help, small enough to care. Our communities and the families and businesses within them are what have mattered most to us for decades. Since 1935, our commitment has been to not only support local, but to foster growth for generations to come. We've given back to organizations that help our community thrive, and with 6 convenient locations, we continue to do our part in serving you, our communities, our businesses, our families.
Well, welcome back to Leon Christian Court and historic Cardinal Gym. If you're just now joining us, where the heck you been, folks? You're missing a defensive clinic right now. The Cardinals got TJC for 3 points in the first 9 minutes of this, and basically, and TJC scored on its first offensive possession. Back to Tim Howard.
Thank you, Benny Rogers. We're back in action here. It's Leon Spencer Court here at historic Cardinal Gymnasium on the campus of Trinity Valley Community College. Highway 31 red-hot rivalry here on a cool Saturday afternoon. Battle inside, working him defensively. Oh, Coach Hire wanting 3 seconds here. Didn't get the call. Knocked away
Another
again.
turnover.
So here come the Cards. It's Warlow. Warlow saying, hey, he's all over me.
Well,
The whistle did come.
I'm off what the Cardinals would say, but there's a little inconsistency in the calling there because you had what could have been a reach across here, and they got it called there. But when he goes in our favor, we don't really say much about it.
So 11:16 to go. Cards with 25 seconds on the clock, working around the perimeter.
I fear there'll be a makeup call at some point.
They're probably, couldn't quite
it.
make it happen.
What a pass from
But
Smith.
Outlaw on the hustle there.
Yeah, they get it right back. They'll set it up still. 20 on, so plenty of time to set it up. Knuckles will check back in at the next break. Shot on the way. Benny.
You said it, Benny.
You called it. It's going to be an offensive foul called on Charles Outlaw. A little offensive call.
This ain't my first rodeo, fellas.
As you said, Knuckles and Green checking back in for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Green back with
that young man impresses me. He is all over the court defensively and offensively as well. He's a little spark plug.
Yeah, they have so many weapons, so many tools in that shed that they can come at you with. Good pass down low. That's the answer. They're going to have to work it down low. Easier said than done, but Azul gets the bucket. Quickly swinging around the top. Driving. Going to set it back up. 15 on the shot clock. Knuckles top the key. Back over to Johnson. The shot on the way, partially blocked. Oh, maybe got him.
I believe he got hit in the face there.
Yeah, Williams is still shaking up. The man down. Oh, boy.
Oh, I should have.
Wow. Couple of breaks there. Couple of breaks. Coach is about to, he got one. Timeout. I thought he'd drawn a little extracurricular.
I don't know if the timeout's because Tyler scored back-to-back budget for the first time, or if he could have a word with the officiating.
I think that's probably a...
30-second timeout.
Well,
They're going to take a full, but let's talk about it.
Tim, we got to mention that the Cardinals will be at home again Wednesday against Angelina.
They're
and
1-0.
And some of the schedules that show 6 o'clock for a start is a 7 o'clock start. What happens is, with Presto Sports as our interactive software for the scheduling, the NJCAA does, and if one school goes in and changes it, it goes on the other school's roster schedule as well.
Okay.
Angelina thought it was a 6 o'clock game, so they had gone in and changed it to a 6 o'clock start. But Guy Fern did confirm with me right before the game that it is a 7 o'clock start Wednesday here at Cardinal Gym. And we'll have that for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Yeah, we'll probably hit the air around 6:45 and then have that 7 o'clock tip-off for you. So it'll be a fun one. Speaking of fun, how about this first half?
That's a good one here, yeah. I do think that Coach Hire there did have a pretty legitimate complaint on the call right before the timeout by the referees, but everybody's human.
5-point game, and TJC's got to feel pretty good about the withstanding things. They've had back-to-back buckets and turned up the D on their side a little bit, Benny.
Yeah, and I'll try to mark my word, Kalen White is back out on the floor for the Cardinals, number 3. At some point, Greg's going to turn him loose, I promise you, and he's going to light up the scorebook. We saw him do it to Victoria, and he was easily the best player on the team.
It's good to see that Knuckles is back on the court and doesn't appear to have any after effects of the collision and then getting hit on the knee.
Yeah, that is great news for Cardinal faithful.
Well, he's a tough kid, and short of having something amputated, he's going to be on the floor.
Baseline infraction there by TJC. So Cardinals remain possession. Up top to Zadi. Setting it up. Getting inside. Shot over the top.
Nice touch.
Well done from Zadi Bakdi.
Zadi's a young man. If you remember in the first half of the season, Tim had 19 points and 14 rebounds off the bench.
Yeah, he did. He made a big statement that night, coming up big there. Gets his first bucket this afternoon. Almost jumped a steal there. 3 over the top of Zadi. It's rebounded, this time by Smith. Nice pass from Tyler Smith. Good closeout defensively by the Apaches.
Somebody's coming out of the game.
Yeah, Callaway gets a good conversion there, but that just doesn't happen more than once.
You know, you got to give TJC some credit. They're hanging in.
Yeah, they are. They've adjusted their game, and they're back within 5. Good pass off to White. White goes strong. Can't get it to fall. Foul in the act of shooting. Let's see who they're going to whistle the foul on. Going to be on number 14, Murillo.
Yeah, they get this Cardinal defense down here. When the Apaches try to drive into the paint, they're shutting them down pretty hard and not giving in to them.
Cardinals have just got to finish some of these possessions after they get turnovers. They're missing some easy looks, and White does not help his case with what I made about him earlier by missing a free throw.
Yeah, those are those things you really got to convert on those freebies.
Cardinals come in shooting 66.9% from the free throw line.
Six-point ball game. Trinity Valley. Look at this. Some defense.
Some defense, yeah. Where did that come from?
This is the first time in 6 seconds that we haven't seen. They have been playing lights out D, but like Benny touched on a second ago, TJC making some adjustments, and they jump back in this game. Nice move to free himself. Shot on the way. Wow, rolls out. It was about 90% down, popped out at the last second. But they do keep possession with the offensive board. That's mine. I was ready.
TJC had a man wide open underneath the bucket, and Garrett Knuckles was out towards the three-point line. He jumped back there to cut that off real quick. And that's just an example of the hustle and the drive that the young man has.
Yeah, he saw that I was open over here, Tom, and so they fed me the ball.
They were trying to
Benny's got a look on his face. I know they can't run and pick it up, but that's not the shot you want to take. Is that what you're trying to say?
I think you better go to this break here before.
Well played, sir. It's a 6-point game. TVCC on top of TJC right here on the Cardinal
do this
Sports Network.
To make a living. It's in our blood, really. I want to be the greatest that's ever done it. I'm hungry for bronc riding, you know. I love it. I couldn't imagine doing anything else.
Are you looking for a school with a champion mindset? Look no further than Trinity Valley Community College, the home of champions. Become a part of a community where excellence is the norm. A school that provides nationally accredited programs, award-winning groups, vibrant life, and dedicated support. We are ready to start you on your path to success. Become a Cardinal champion today by applying at apply.tvcc.edu.
Cardinals up 15-9 here moments ago. We had a opportunity to see 3 former Cardinals recognized. Joe Kelsey, class of 65-67. Steve Hahn, 70 and 71 season. And Jeff Thorpe, 77 through 79. Benny, I understand we may have Jeff on with us at halftime.
Yeah, Jeff may stop by at halftime. He's going to go in and visit with the team, I think, with Coach Heyer at the start of the half. And he's going to try to make it back out and have time to talk with us. But Jeff and I were in school together out here at the same time. We just become lifelong friends, and he's my good buddy, and he said he'll stop by if he gets a chance.
Love to have him on set. 6-point game, Trinity Valley with possession and the lead at the 7:40 mark. Boy, he's tough down on that low block. Gets up and makes it count. How about MBB for another bucket?
We saw him live, but the Cardinals live with that last week. He has the ability to make himself wide down inside the block.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Mo is so tough down there. You get the ball on him, you need double coverage, but you really can't afford to do that because he's an equally dangerous passer. So
we're part of the game where the Cardinals really need to step on top of TJC here now, going into the halftime locker room and making them have something to think about, just like that.
Just like that is right, Benny.
That's the way to do it. Zotti gets the foul and the bucket. 3-point play opportunity coming. Man, that was a great pass, getting the ball to him, and then just super strong going inside and finishing at the bucket.
Tom, one of the big things Tim and I are always talking about is this: who has the momentum going into the locker room at halftime?
Oh yeah, exactly. Exactly. We were talking about that last weekend in the Budke Cerner Classic about, you know, starting strong and finishing strong, and yeah, it's a big deal.
Oh, you can really build off that. You know, you string a couple of good start of the first and then start the third. I mean, you can put some distance real quick and put a lot of pressure on the opposition, especially at home.
Here's an amazing thing, fellas. We see how good a defense and how tight defensive Cardinals are playing. They've only got 3 team fouls on them in this half. That is a clean defensive half right there.
That's right. Tyler Smith just picked up his first and third team foul. And as you said, Benny, we're, you know,
well,
12 minutes into this game.
To echo the point, that wasn't no fluke the other night in Kilgore. They held them to 8 at the 10-minute mark. Well, I just put the big text on there, 11 at the 6:48 mark. But still, great job defensively, making them earn everything.
Exactly.
That was a nice turnaround jumper by Joey Brown, though.
Oh, they're going to say Zotti picked up that left foot, and that'll be a turnover.
The turnover count for the Cardinals, I don't have the exact here in front of me, but it's getting higher than I guarantee that Greg Heyer likes.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. We get a chance to hear a little bit of his thoughts on that as he comes by. Goes sky high, getting called for the foul there. It's going to be on Warlow. So MJ will pick up the foul. It's the 4th team foul on Trinity Valley, his first.
Yeah.
Six minutes and some change here. It's a 9-point advantage. Trying to cut into that at the stripe right now is Frazier.
Which is pretty amazing when you consider TJC hit the first 3-pointer of the game on their first possession, and then score again to the 11:23 mark, and yet they're still in the ball game.
That is, that's a crazy stat on going both ways.
Yeah,
it is.
But they held them to that, but then at the same time, it's a 7-point game. So it's really important here with 6+ to go that Trinity Valley kind of step on the gas just a little bit here. Good pass down low, goes up strong left hand off the glass, and it's good.
Big Mo.
Big Mo MBB says thank you very much. You got that pass from Garrett Knuckles.
I like to watch him play. Not only his physical talents, but his emotional character that he brings to the court when he comes out and what he adds to the game.
Yeah, that's a great point because definitely almost knocked
it away.
But definitely a lot to.
Not only does he get into the game physically, he gets into it mentally as well.
Timeout.
Turnover.
Say Garrett Knuckles was on the line when he caught the pass. So.
Cardinals are getting just a little bit careless at times on the offensive end, and I know of 3 or 4 turnovers they've had wide open looks.
Yeah, I think they're trying pretty hard to make something happen quick, get the ball down the court, and unfortunately had a few miscues.
Approaching that 5-minute mark here. Last 5 of the half, they had a quick whistle. That's one of the things that always kind of comes into fruition. You see them banging and going strong down low, and then a little foul out top sometimes. It all evens out in the end. At the stripe for TJC, it's Joey Brown. Gets that one to fall.
Joey's the leading scorer on the season for the Apaches, averaging 14.8 a game. He's got 16 three-pointers.
Picks up his 3rd point here in the first half. Back into the ball game for Trinity Valley. Here comes Cameron Williams.
It hasn't been the best of starts for Cameron tonight, but on the Florida trip, he was a huge player for the Cardinals, sweeping 3 straight ranked teams.
That was a big part of that rise to the #1 spot, if you'll recall.
Yeah.
Trinity Valley was #5 in the nation our first game of the season. They're now currently #1 in the country.
And the last time I looked, the Cardinals had played the 6th toughest strength of schedule this early on in the season. There he is. Oh, he's got a finish.
Missed the shot. Lands hard on the floor here at Leon Spencer Court. Going to be helped up, favoring that right leg, right ankle. We'll see. He'll go the stripe here for 2.
Yeah, foul was on Josiah Hill of the Apaches.
Cameron's looking for his first points of the contest. And he's still looking.
Hard off that back iron. Here's a look at the replay. That landed really hard on that right knee. It's that one to fall. So it is a 9-point lead for Trinity Valley at the 5-minute mark.
Tim, I would think that if Mike Marquis, if you can go in single digits behind at this one, nobody wants to go in behind, but if you are, I think he'd be happy with that based on everything that's happened in the first half.
They're going to get him for goaltending.
Yeah, goaltending on Big Mo. MBB says, yeah. Couple of cards. That might have been a double block. I think
there were several hands up there.
Piece of it, and then he got a big chunk of the pie. 7-point ball game. Garrett draws contact and will get fouled in the act of shooting. Marquise not happy about that one. 2 free throws coming after the foul. I believe that's going to be on Joey Brown. Yeah, they'll be on number 7.
His second. They'll rest him for the rest of the half, I'm pretty sure, being the leading scorer on the season. You don't want him to pick up 3 in the first half.
Soon to check in for Trinity Valley. We're going to see Hines as well as White.
Garrett now with 3 points in the game. He averages 10.6 on the season.
Yeah, he'll come on for Cam. So Williams will take a seat at the 4:32 mark.
Cam's struggling just a little bit tonight. He's not playing fluid. I don't know.
Knuckles misses.
This is the second one.
Unusual miss for him at the free throw line.
Yeah. Shooting right at 80% on that. Goes in the paint. Oh, my goodness. 3 3 Cardinals with hands straight up and a head coach with his on his mouth.
I was going to say the Cardinals challenge every shot and Greg challenges every goal.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Yeah.
It's all about consistency.
Big Bo picks up his first of the game.
Yeah, and you know, he's played a lot in this first half. That's a pretty big credit to him. I mean, he's banging down low and really smart with the way he plays. Good footwork, good position.
But you notice that when Bell made his break for the goal, there were 3 Cardinals draped in the air all around him.
Exactly. Yeah, it was a closet all the way around him. He gets the first free throw.
Greg got an explanation, but he just waved it off.
Yeah, not the explanation he was wanting.
So that'll be the 3rd point of the ball game for Kalen White. Excuse me, that's number 3, Caden Bell for Tyler Junior College. Cardinals being very methodical here. Still 8 on the shot clock. Pass off. Himes out top. Shot from Smith. Dribble, and it's blocked, knocked away. They're going to drive down the floor, and he lost it going up, and I think that was because of Smith. Tyler hustled after the block and got a piece of it. That was a big moment in that possession. Now Smith for 3. Not there, and gets a rebound. And a foul coming here.
Big guy's going to get called for that one.
Yeah, Big Mo, I believe, picks up his second
one.
Guys, we don't overlook the fact we talked about the Cardinal defense, but Tyler's done a pretty good job itself. I mean, they've managed to hang around because they are defending enough to keep the Cardinals and causing the Cardinals enough distraction that they're not shooting all that at a very high percentage tonight.
That's correct. That's correct.
They called 24. They are going to go back and correct it here at scores table. It was on Mby after all. So let's keep it here during this this break. We'll talk just a little bit about closing out this final 3+ minutes. How critical, how important is it? You touched on it, Benny. You know, Coach Marquise would love to keep it in that single digits going in at half.
I think he's got to feel pretty good about where he's at because the Cardinals have thrown a really good defense at him the entire half. Yes, he's only got 17 points. But
they're still in this ball game.
You've got the 3-point shooters, and all you got to do is free them up about 3 or 4 times in the second half, and boom, you're right back in the ball game.
That's exactly right. The Cardinals have played really good defense, and it seems like here in the last couple of minutes, they may have backed off a little bit, but I bet Coach Heyer gets them fired back up on that.
The Cardinals just haven't closed some possessions off properly. They've got some pretty good looks and have missed shots. But I'm telling you, I really have been impressed with TJC's defense because I think Coach Marquis got his kids prepared to know that you're in a war now for 40 minutes this afternoon. You better be prepared to back it up.
That's right.
Yeah, they got a chance to pull within 6 points here at the stripe. 24-17 at the front end of this one. And he missed
it off.
So you're welcome. 7-point game. Love to see somebody get red hot out there to finish this thing out offensively for the Cards. Maybe it'll be Smith. He'll work it over to White. Kalen kind of in trouble. Still 14 on the clock. And a foul. It's going to be called on number 9, Frazier.
Because when you look at it, the Cardinals have had very few open looks themselves tonight. They've been 2 or 3 maybe, but the TJC has made the Cardinals work just almost as hard as the Cardinals have made TJC work. TJC had that 9-minute stretch there where they didn't score any points, and that's really affected this ball game to this point anyway.
The Apaches have played good defense on the Cardinals here tonight. And
Zadi missing the front end, but nice tap back now. 3 on the way. Not there. Himes shot won't fall. Still 7-point ball game. See Garrett check back in here momentarily. Inside 3 minutes to go. First half of play from Athens, Texas here on the Cardinal Sports Network. Shot is short, way short, but it's going to be tracked down by TJC and then knocked away. Boy, that was an opportunity.
Charles Outlaw there with a good defense underneath the basket.
Yeah, Josiah Hill got that offensive board, but knocked away by Outlaw. Put back behind, it's blocked, and last touch by the Apaches.
Here's the thing about it, guys. The Cardinals are used to playing in these kind of games, these physical games for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
TJC's averaging 88.4 points a game. They're used to being able to score at will. How will they adapt that over a 40-minute stretch?
That's a great point.
That's a good point.
Not just physically, but psychologically as well. It all plays in. So let's see how they close out. Great crossover from Tyler. Back. Oh. Misfire inside. Big possession for the Apaches, trying to get within 5 or closer with a 3. Which, Benny, you talked about, they've been really strong from that behind the arc. Garrett closes out, but a nice touch.
There's a
big
3 for the Apaches.
That's their second of the contest.
Pulls them within 4.
That was a great closeout, but Jeremiah Lewis dropped it through nonetheless. Knuckles, 10 on the clock. Baseline, soft floater is missed. The putback is good, though. Count that. That's big from Charles Outlaw. Stoppage of play from Coach Marquise. He feels the urgency here with a minute 29 to close this thing out right. 6-point ball game. We'll keep it right here for 30-second timeout.
Outlaw with 8 points now to lead the Cardinals.
Outlaw's had a good first half and doing some things that aren't necessarily showing up on the board, right?
Well, he is. And here's the thing about it. I can see Greg's halftime talk right now. If it winds up being like a 6 or 7 point game at halftime, guys, in the end, our defense will wear them down.
Yeah. You're right.
But I give Tyler lots of credit. They had come out with a great defense effort of their own. They got the Cardinals feeling very uncomfortable because they're being so closely guarded on the perimeter.
Yeah,
I don't know if the Cardinals were expecting that completely.
Well, it's been a lot of physicality too between both these teams, and you can expect that to continue all the way through.
Oh yeah, the physicality is going to continue through the game, no doubt about it. It's Trinity Valley and TJC.
So with a 6-point ball game, TJC trying to get back to within 4. That's the closest they've been on that last possession within some time. Good defense right in front of us here, man. You get a chance to see it as Olajuwon had White all over him. There's a
turnover. That's to me, yeah.
Benny hasn't gotten one yet.
No,
I don't know if that's saying anything or if it's just they've done their scouting report. Is what I'm saying.
They've definitely done their scouting report.
Well, Tim, you and I have been fortunate it's hit the table here. I don't want to jinx Benny, but Benny better have his hands up.
I'm just glad the table's there to protect us all. That's what I'm thinking. This is a big possession, Benny. Both.
Well, it is. The Cardinals need to finish strong here in this final 50 seconds.
6-point ball game. Nice pass inside, but block knocked away. Going to be tracked down, though, by White.
Hill there with the block for the Apaches.
5 on the shot clock.
Going to get up, drive, shot. Off the rim, fight for the loose ball, controlled by the Apaches. Still 30 seconds to go. Good move. And a foul here. It's going to be on, I believe it's going to end up being on Outlaw.
Yeah, they did 1-1 for the Apaches.
So still 26.4 to go.
I'm telling you, Mike Marshall's been going to halftime.
Yeah.
Feeling pretty good about things on the road like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would think. I mean, they withstood just a big drought, much to the credit of Trinity Valley in that defense. But
the question in the second half will be, can they withstand it another 20 minutes?
Yeah, that's for sure. They missed the front end. That's huge. And Benny, is that part of that wear them down mentality? I mean, free throws get tougher.
They had to work hard in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Carter's going to play for the final shot here, very understandably so.
So here comes Green. Gives off to Bateman.
Up by 6, you don't want to give TJC an opportunity.
Knuckles to end the half with a 3. Doesn't get it to fall. So with 1.2 to go, glad that ball took the bounce where it did and went out of bounds. It took another half second off. That thing sat in the air for a good half second. Launch is on the way and nothing doing. It's a 6-point ball game at the end of 126-20. So we'll get a chance to recap some numbers here before we go to the break. Your thoughts, though, on that first half?
Well, the Cardinals, I think, have they've shown what they wanted to do. Tried to keep them from tearing it up off the three-pointers, and I believe they only have 2 3-pointers in the game for the Apaches, and so that's a big plus for the Cardinals. But again, I think the Cardinals, we gave credit a while ago to the Apaches defense, and they have kind of, I don't know if you would say that they've made the Cardinals be a little bit, just a little off balance.
Benny,
not only physically, but maybe just their mental game as well.
Gotcha, Benny.
Charles Outlaw led the Cardinals in the first half with 8 points. Donnie Labaki had 5, and Muhammad MBA had 4. So the 8 Cardinals have scored. But the thing about it is the Cardinals didn't finish in possessions, Tim. They had a chance to finish.
Yep.
Now we got a special recognition going on out here on the middle of the floor.
Let's turn over to Stephanie Gady and see if we can't capture this moment here at Trinity Valley.
This is the Methodist Men's Club here in Athens, and they do a great job of supporting our TVCC
yes, they do.
and our athletic program. Pretty good cooks.
Yes, they are.
I was going to say, is anybody hungry? I could just. These guys are some heroes around here in our eyes, and
I remember some barbecue from last spring at the athletic banquet.
Fantastic moment here. Yeah. Trinity Valley up 6 at the break over TJC, and we're going to step away for a quick break. Anticipating a word with Jeff Thorpe coming up here on set at some point, perhaps. We'll see how it plays out, but we'll look forward to more basketball from Trinity Valley in Athens, Texas, right after this, here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
We are chasing a dream, one that tests our grit, our faith, our courage. This dream calls us. It unites us. Here's to those who lead this life.
I was in a coma for about 2 weeks. I've had the worst happen to me, but you can't let life beat you down.
I was in recovery, and the doctor came in, and he said, you and I are going to run in this marathon next year.
My dream is to help other traumatic brain injury survivors.
By the time we finished the first mile, I started tearing up. We went full circle here. I'll live my life to the fullest each day.
I want to show them that you're strong, you're resilient, and you can keep going.
Here's to those who never settle.
At First State Bank, we like to say we're big enough to help, small enough to care. Our communities and the families and businesses within them are what have mattered most to us for decades. Since 1935, our commitment has been to not only support local, but to foster growth for generations to come. We've given back to organizations that help our community thrive, and with 6 convenient locations, we continue to do our part in serving you, our communities, our businesses, our families.
I was a runner. I was up to running 3 miles a day every morning. When I was diagnosed with lung cancer, I was shocked because I'm not a smoker. Baylor, Scott & White, the facility, the staff, everyone has been so amazing. I love the fact that I can breathe.
When I first heard that I had cancer, I was referred to Baylor Scott & White immediately. It was really important for me to be able to get my chemotherapy and everything here because I wanted to be close to my friends, my family. They were so confident and made me feel at ease and supported me. I felt like I was their only patient, and I knew they had several people that they were dealing with, but I was the most important person.
I had like a week of headaches. Throughout that week, I went to my local hospital. They referred me to Baylor Scott & White. They gave me an MRI. The tumor that was inside of my head was cancer. Baylor Scott & White has given me this new technology that helps decrease the growth rate of my cancer cells. The doctor I have right now, he's just amazing. It's a great feeling to know the guy who's taking care of me actually really cares about me.
Baylor Scott & White Health, changing cancer care for life.
You know, here at First State Bank, we're not just about opening accounts or getting loans. We're about community, whether that's sponsoring local events, donating to nonprofits, or volunteering hundreds of hours. It comes down to the fact that we're local money working for you, local people. For over 80 years, we've been helping Texans build their homes, their businesses, and their dreams. With 7 convenient locations, there's always a branch around the corner. So come say hi and get to know us. First State Bank, where community matters.
Prosperity Bank offers free checking. Let's take a look. No monthly maintenance fee? Check. No individual check fees? Check. Free debit card? Check. Unlimited withdrawals? Check. Free online banking? Check. Easy access and friendly service? Check. Close to home? Check. Simply free checking from Prosperity Bank is simply free. I'm taking these checks to the bank. Prosperity is the big bank with your community's bank inside. Prosperity Bank, where you find real bankers, not just a bank.
Cowboy Headquarters is your one-stop shop destination in Athens. 80,000 square feet of awesome sitting on 25 acres with top brands for all your farm and ranch needs, including Prefer, Tartar, Steel, SMA, Bluebonnet, Equibrand, Trent Ward Saddlery, Professional's Choice. We have a Texas-size store with a Texas-size selection. Cowboy Headquarters just south of the Loop on Highway 19 in Athens. Cowboy Headquarters is a destination you don't want to miss. Shop online now at cowboyhq.com.
Here at Nikki's Barbecue Pit, our passion is handcrafted, slow-smoked barbecue. And right now, our Texas traditions have come to life in a whole new way. Introducing the Double Dip, tender Texas brisket, topped with caramelized onions and cheddar cheese, served with our pitmaster au jus. So legit, you'll double dip. And for the perfect dessert pairing, try our new double berry cobbler. For a limited time, so dine in at our place or have it delivered to yours. Legit Texas barbecue.
Your team leaves everything on the field. They play with heart and with their mind. But being smart starts long before the kickoff. With the latest technology, sports medicine advancements, expert physicians, we can keep your team healthy and protect joints and growing bones for this big moment and their future on any field. Physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital.
When joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At UT Health East Texas, our skilled orthopedic and sports medicine experts are using advanced joint technologies to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
Are you looking for a school with a champion mindset? Look no further than Trinity Valley Community College, the home of champions. Become a part of a community where excellence is the norm. A school that provides nationally accredited programs, award-winning groups, vibrant life, and dedicated support. We are ready to start you on your path to success. Become a Cardinal champion today by applying at apply.tvcc.edu.
Trinity Valley Community College, a place where you can
realize your dreams,
jumpstart your future,
be successful.
Trinity Valley Community College, a place where you can.
Welcome to the Valley.
For legal reasons, we can't say an Egg McMuffin is a hangover cure. But it probably wouldn't hurt to have one delivered. Just putting it out there. Order McDelivery in the app.
Push me and then just touch me till I can get my satisfaction.
Yeah, we got a dreary day outside.
It's an afternoon. Now, I know Tim said tonight and Tom said tonight and I said tonight. We're not just drinking. The only thing I've got is drinking Diet Coke, all right?
Y'all quit bragging. I still trying to get to the concession stand.
Tim and I are empty-handed.
Well, okay. One thing we have proven in this first half where the Cardinals lead 26-20, defense is alive and well.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
And not just by the Cardinals, by the way.
No, the Apaches are playing good defense as well.
Yeah, this is a tough nose. Both teams bring in a lot of pressure, making it very difficult to get that basketball in the cylinder. And looking forward to the second half.
And you know what they always say, something's got to give. Well, if TJC likes to score and the Cardinals like to play defense, so which of those two forces is going to give here to start the second half?
What do you think Leon Spencer would say about this ball game? Coach Spencer, Benny, if we if we could pick his mind right now, what do you think he would be thinking?
Well, I don't know. Right now, I think he's checking up on the Texas-Georgia Southeast Conference Championship.
Yeah, he's checking something out over there.
Coach loves the way the Cardinals are getting it done to defense because his team's always played great defense when he was here for 42 years. 42. He won 809 games, so he knew a little bit about what he was doing.
Well, there's a reason his name's on the court. Is that what you're telling me here? So let's talk about this second half moving forward here. How important is it for Coach Marquise and his squad to come out and get some momentum early?
Well, I was going to say, and Tom and I were talking while you had stepped away for another drink.
I never got that.
Let's see which team experiences the most success. We think one little run by either team in this one could be enough to win this thing if they're both going to play defense like this.
It kind of has that feel.
Yeah, I think that if the Cardinals can turn the defense up just a tad, that might be enough to keep it as it is. But if there is a little run, Benny, you may be absolutely correct, and that might be enough to swing it one way or the other.
Cardinals with the ball and Tim Howard with the call.
Thank you, Benny Rogers. Shot over the top immediately. Good offensive board. The putback is good. Count it for Williams. That gives him his third point of the ball game.
They need to get him going. Cam's a big part of the offense.
See him immediately coming out with that D we've been talking about. Everybody playing on their toes.
Oh.
Three on the way, contested, and rebound is taken by Smith. Tyler up the floor. Tyler Smith, got to verify or be a little more careful when it's Tyler Junior College. Tyler Smith with the ball, working it around. Yeah, I think you're right. Get Williams going. That's going to be a big part of the second half. Bodies hit the floor, and it's going to be called on the Cardinals.
Look like bowling pins falling out there.
It's pretty good.
Oh, Charles Outlaw.
Yeah, that
picks up a second foul.
This has been a very physical game. That's his third foul here and early in the second half. So they'll have to keep an eye on that. Charles can't really afford to pick up another one here early.
Big Mo is going to come in.
So
correction there. I had him down for one, but he had two in the first half, so that is his third foul.
Working the ball around the perimeter. Now knocked away. Great job. I believe Jarrett got a piece of that. Draws the contact. Swatted away by Brown, but not before the foul.
Well, I was thinking I was watching the Southeast Conference football game because they was holding his jersey all the way down the floor and nothing was called.
There was no laundry on the field, Benny. But a whistle did eventually come.
That's on on Joey Brown. That's his third one of the game early here in the second half of play.
Yeah, remember he sat out in the last 4.5 minutes after the first half.
He mentioned earlier he's their leading scorer, and here he is with his third foul.
So Tyler hits the first free throw. Tyler Smith. I'll give him 3.
And Brown is the only
on the bench.
Brown is the only sophomore on this TJC squad too.
Yeah.
See if Smith can go for 2 for 2 and make it a 10-point lead. He does. So that'll extend that lead to 30-20.
Not a run yet, but a little bit of a spurt.
A little bit.
Yeah, what y'all were talking about at the break is so possible. I mean, you really, when the ball's been having a hard time to score, or the Apaches, it could be enough for either team to go on a nice run, make it tough. Could switch their steps. Oh, offensive foul called there.
Good call by Coach Howard.
Yeah.
Offensive foul. Smith
Mike Marquis, if looks could kill.
He didn't have to say anything, right? I mean, he just posed. He made the pose, and that's all it took.
Mike's in his 24th season, won over 700 games, was in 2021 inducted into the NJCAA Hall of Fame.
Wow. That is a long-standing career there. 24 approaching that quarter-century mark. Garrett almost pulled the trigger.
Yeah, he almost pulled the trigger there.
Yeah, he was talking to himself after he didn't.
Yep. Good drive. The finish and is good. He's hurt, though. Tyler Smith took a shot and immediately went to the floor. Not sure the extent of the injury, but definitely in a lot of pain.
Yep.
Tyler's got 6 points on the afternoon. Tyler Smith currently getting attended to. It's like, no foul. Official shook his head and said, no foul. He's going to need a minute to gather.
Yeah,
I thought we were...
Trevor Green was coming in his stead. But just like that, folks, fellas, it's a 12-point Cardinal lead.
Now that defense can really go back into attack mode and keep that pressure on.
Exactly.
Yep. This is what the Cardinals need, is come out and put some points on the board quick.
He gets in the paint. That is a great push there by Chris Ueu.
Yeah, it's a nice answer.
Yeah. And when you're having difficulty, if you can just get to the basket, good things will happen. Until tried to knock down the three. It's cleared out there with some physicality from Josiah Hill.
Yeah, Josiah Hill is a big presence out there. He plays physical, 6'10", out of Mansfield, Texas.
Good defense. Had to work it past Knuckles as well as Williams, and that wasn't going to happen.
Wasn't going to happen, no.
Good entry. Backs him down, left hand off the glass. It's good.
There
And
you go.
Oh, Big Mo getting it done.
Big Mo reversed that one.
Yeah, he did.
And he's a big fella, but great footwork. Just really has great control. Jump stop in the paint, left it short. Looked like Williams had a shot at it, but Mbai pulls it down. Dish. Oh, good finish inside defensively by Josiah Hill. Hill got a left hand on that, knocked it away, but not before a foul.
Here's the thing about Big Mo, Tim. You remember last year we watched him, we said at times he looked awkward.
Yeah.
But we said that once he caught that his awkwardness left him and he caught up with the game, he was going to be a factor, and we've seen that this season.
He looks
exactly right.
So smooth now, and you're right, last year.
I mean, Greg has had these kids in here since the early summer. I mean, this is the entire unit, and I'm talking about it shows how deep they already are into the progression process.
Yeah, they come in on today's contest 9-0, 1-0 in Region 14. TJC also at 1-0. They knocked off Navarro the other night. That was a Thursday night game, by the way. They had to reschedule after rain out at WAG. Wagstaff had a roof leak.
Had a little leak.
Yeah.
Josiah Hill there.
How often do you get a rain out in basketball?
Yeah.
But they did get that game in on Thursday.
Josiah Hill picked up his second foul of the game. He's back on the bench.
Oh, got away with steps maybe. Here's a good spin move inside. Dishes to an empty spot. There's
Big Mo with that no, that finger.
That's going to be his third personal foul.
Oh, man.
14-point ball game. That's a big call there because you're on the verge of having that come back the other way, a chance to extend it.
Yeah, the TJC's got to make it pay off at the free throw line, though.
That's right. And it'll be Caden Bell shooting the first one. He left it off on the left side.
TJC came in shooting 66.9% from the free throw line.
Big Mo not too happy about that foul.
Big Mo was very animated. I love his energy. Whether he's always like you talked about it in the pregame.
Yeah,
always got something going. And he is a spark. He gets you motivated.
Yeah, Benny was absolutely right. You watched him last year, and he was a little awkward out there on the floor. But you know, he's caught up with the game, and he's a big difference.
Easy take, can't finish that. Left on the floor. Good control there from TJC. They're working around left side. Thought for sure Green was going to have an opportunity.
Watch out, Paul. Watch out.
There we go. Zotti
putting on the show for the Cardinal faithful here. That's going to force Coach Marquez to take a timeout. It's a 15-point lead. Trinity Valley on top of TJC. You're seeing it on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Welcome back, Trinity Valley athletes. Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine & Joint Sports Medicine is here to keep you going at full force. Our commitment to helping athletes perform at their best on and off the field is our core strength. Whether it's orthopedics, performance, or wellness, physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine & Joint Hospital is your choice for better health in East Texas. Just like every hard-driving Cardinal, we're focused on excellence every day.
Well, when you last left us at halftime, folks, it was 26-20 Cardinals. The Cardinals are now up 38-23 at the 15:58 mark of the second half. I will not ask Tim Howard to do the math because he's terrible at math.
Thank you.
But the Cardinals have outscored TJC 12-3.
12-3 is exactly right, Benny.
Benny, that's why we're such good friends. You carried me all these years, and I know why you had some back issues lately. I'm so sorry about my mouth because you're right though. This thing is right on the verge of an opportunity here. They got to keep the pedal to the metal defensively too.
It feels at the tipping point.
Yes, sir. I agree. See if they can keep it working here on the floor for Trinity Valley defensively. Coming out of the break rather. And Coach, I think Marquez felt it as well. He's like, I got to get a timeout.
There's another turnover.
And out of the break, the Cards force a turnover. Going up strong, the finish not there, but the putback not there. Finally, no, it's still a fourth opportunity, and we'll regather up top. Or will we? Pass inside to Zotti.
Zotti leaves it short.
Oh, my goodness. Wow, wow, wow. Coach not happy with that.
Well,
no.
I will translate what he said. What are we doing?
I think that that was about 4 offensive shots. Then they got a steal, and it came back. They got another 2 chances.
Yeah.
And nothing to show.
They add up.
We mentioned a while ago when you asked Tim about what would Coach Spencer have done, and during that last time out, he kind of gave me a little hand signal, thumbs up, and then here we go, and Coach Gregg's going, what are we doing out there?
Murillo catches that offensive pass and makes it a 13-point game and a turnover here. Apaches are cranking it up all of a sudden. Blocked underneath from Knuckles. He tried to challenge the sophomore, and Garrett was up for the test.
It just shows you how quickly.
They call a foul after the block, right?
Yes.
So it was a clean block and then a foul on the rebound.
It just goes to show you how quickly a lead can evaporate, because you can go down and miss 4 back-to-back shots like the Cardinals did on one possession, not score, come down TVC score, and then you get a turnover. And now there's a chance to really get back into this ball game.
Yeah, they called the foul there on Cameron Johnson. That's his first of the game.
So here come 3 fresh bodies.
Big Mo's back in there.
Big Mo is saying, my bad, because he missed Williams on the high five. You went one way and I went the other.
And Braylon Winger, number 11, is back into the game for the first time for the Cardinals tonight. I saw him play quite a bit on the Florida trip on the webcast from down there.
Yes, see how the 6'7" freshman factors in here under the 15-minute mark.
The 15-point lead is gone, though.
Yeah, it's back to an 11-point ball game. Wenger, shot, hard off the backboard, cleared out, taken by Murillo.
Had a wide open look at it.
See if they can tighten the screws here on the defensive side of things, make the Apaches work. Might have got a step in there. MBB challenged it, but the roll is good. And it is a 9-point game after the bucket.
6-0 spurred here by the Apaches.
Kalen White will come on for Trinity Valley at the next stoppage of play. They work it around to Green. Green in the paint. It finds Zade for 2. Mabaka picks up his 9th point here in the ball game. Good closeout. Cards get the ball, now wanting to run. It's Green on the push. Over in the corner from Warlow. 3 not there. Tapped around, picked up by Green. Still 20 on the shot clock. They'll set it up. Working it up. Down on that block to Mbai. Mbai with the left hand. Mbai with a bucket.
Big Mo with 8 points now.
Yep.
Big Mo looking strong down on that
real
block.
Strong.
Back up to a 13-point lead. Zadi kept it alive on the sideline, picked up by Green.
Zadi's hurt on the far side over there.
And that's the thing you look at when you talk about this team, the talent. They are deep. But you want to stay away from
those injuries.
He gave us a thumbs up. He's letting us know, hey, I think I'm all good.
Because while it may just be one injury, yes, it can affect the entire rotation in the flow.
Sure. And that is great news for Cards. They've had a couple of close calls here.
He's got to go off the floor because they did stop the game, and the personnel came up to check on him.
So Williams back on. Zadi comes off under his own power. Looks like he's going to be all right. Smith to inbound for Trinity Valley. White gets a pick up top. Apaches have really extended that defense, haven't they? Drive on the way, no good. Pull down, fight for the loose ball, and it'll go Apache way. Kalen trying to get to the basket, could not get the bucket. Smith almost spelled him out over there. So with 12:47 to go here in the ball game, it is a 13-point lead for TVCC.
Oh, folks, you got to be here at Cardinal Gym to see everything.
You got to pull.
Yeah, you do.
You're getting your money's worth here, man. These guys are all over the floor. Got a lot of energy in the building. Kalen White almost stole that. Knocked it out of bounds, though.
Every pass, fellas, I'm telling you.
Every pass. You're exactly right, Benny. Every pass, they're there.
Benny, you made a great point about a lot of the students are gone, but we got a good crowd on hand.
Tom and I were talking at halftime. We were just blown away by the crowd. It's just the public here, basically, tonight.
And it's going to be a fun run over the next couple of months. Foul in the paint down low. That'll be on number 14, Murillo. It's his second foul of the afternoon.
I know, Tim, that 2016 team that we talk a lot about, it was a great team. Obviously, they went 33-2 that year. But the thing about it is, it was a different type of team. Yes, they played defenses in stretches, but they were known more for their offensive prowess. This team is built on defense, and I think the teams that are built on defense will stand the test of time.
Yeah, defense wins championships. That has always been said, and there's a lot of truth to that. So a lot of hope in life.
You know, Tim, last weekend we talked to several coaches, and that was the thing we kept hearing over and over is good defense produces offense.
Exactly. As Warlow took it to the rack and he's fouled, he'll go to the free throw line.
And here's the thing about it, and I'm not disputing what those coaches said by any stretch or disrespect them at all. A lot of coaches talk it.
Yeah.
But you got to be able to walk it too, baby.
That's exactly right.
I think what I hear you saying is one thing to have it on the back of your jersey. It's another thing to hold a team to 8 points in the first 13 minutes of a.
You can play great defense, but you still got to put it in the basket on the other end.
And they are going to do it there at the stripe there, makes it back to a 15-point lead with 12 minutes to go.
Tyler scored 6 points in this half thus far.
Great job. Oh, they're going to get him reaching in the cookie jar there. Oh, Tyler Smith knocked it away, but
reaching in the cookie jar. I've never heard that.
Well, that's one that I relate things to me, and you can tell I've had a few cookies in the day, Benny. So with 11:53 to go, it's a timeout on the floor.
Go have a cookie, folks.
Yeah.
Stepping away more after this on the Cardinals Sports Network.
Welcome back, Trinity Valley athletes. Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine & Joint Sports Medicine is here to keep you going at full force. Our commitment to helping athletes perform at their best on and off the field is our core strength. Whether it's orthopedics, performance, or wellness, physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine & Joint Hospital is your choice for better health in East Texas. Just like every hard-driving Cardinal, we're focused on excellence every day.
And let the music take you away, folks, as we recognize this one.
Took me all the way to the baseline with the Cardettes swaying. I'm not as good a dancer as him, but boy, they've had a busy morning, haven't they? I mean, all day they've been going.
They've been in Dallas this morning for the Christmas parade, and now they're back here. We're planning on being in the Athens Christmas parade, but that has been postponed, I think, until next Thursday, possibly.
Yeah, so it's been a busy day, a great ball game to be a part of today, huh, Tom?
Yes, it is. I was looking there at that, looking around the crowd here at the halftime of Sweet Caroline playing, and the crowd was into that. And it's not just the music; it's the ball game as well.
So 15-point lead. Cardinals trying to keep that defense lightning quick. Got a piece of him there. Tyler Smith going to be whistled for the foul.
Well,
So
it's Tim, it's like you and I have talked so many times through the years, when you get up by 15 and you're playing great defense, it's hard to imagine where that 15-0 run is going to come from Tyler.
You're right.
Right.
I mean, it's been 29 points through the first 30-plus minutes, 29 minutes.
Well, and only 7 in this half.
Yeah, they're going to have to get red hot real fast.
And that's not to say they can't, because they do have 3-point shooters, but they're not getting that.
They're not getting those opportunities.
Yeah. Clean looks have been few and far between. Free throws can help that. It's back to a 13-point ball game here. Bringing it up is Green for Trinity Valley.
Big guys back in the ball game.
Yep. Big Mo. Goes strong as Warlow. Shot, rattles, rolls, and falls. MJ with a bucket.
Got 4 on the game, averaging 8.2 on the season.
Good take that time. Trying to track him down, but good hustle that time by Callaway. Keeping the defenders away.
Yeah, Apache's tried to go inside the paint there, and the Cardinals just shut it down.
Knocked away. It's going to be 8 on the clock as Brown shoots over the top. It's not there. Pulled down by Zotti. Green was looking. Now it goes inside MBB, and that's an easy call there as Chua gets whistled for the foul.
The Apaches scored 7 points in the first 10 minutes of the first half, and they scored 8 points thus far in this first 9 minutes and change of the second half.
Wow, that's impressive. That really is. And let me correct myself. I've been saying it wrong. It's Jou, not Joie, like Ajou. Like I'm hungry.
I thought you were just having personal problems.
But Stephanie Gady tried to help me with that before the game, and I wrote it down everything, and I uncupped the ear and got the correct.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my.
Zotti, nicely
Zotti
done.
puts it back in.
He's got 11 after that. That was beautiful by the big man in the paint. It's an 18-point ball game. Cards putting them on the ropes here. Can they put them down? Approaching the 10-minute mark. Got away. Little pop on that baseline. In the paint. Shot. Oh, man. A little ticky-tack foul after.
Let's go. You sound like somebody I know.
My apologies.
Ticky-tack.
Ticky-tack.
That's my favorite expression.
18 points. So this big point, this ball game is Joey Brown has got a shot to get them back. They need every free throw. On a day like today, when that ball's not falling for you, you got to connect at that stretch. Gets the first one to go.
You think Brown's back on the floor for the duration now with 3 fouls?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
If you're leading scorer on the season, you're only sophomore that you got you to lean on.
Yeah, you've got to have him out there.
Yeah, they're going to lean heavily on number 7 in black, Joey Brown, sophomore, the only returning sophomore out of Indianapolis. Oh boy, they missed Garrett.
Yeah, Garrett was open underneath and just didn't seem.
3 on the way from the outside.
There he is.
It is Garrett Knuckles for 3.
Big shot for the Cardinals.
Of the game.
19-point ball game here. Inside 10 to go. Trying to keep that defensive pressure. Big bodies banging down in the paint. Throws that one high. Going up to get it was Gill. Now a whistle.
Yeah, they're going to get Tyler Smith.
They're actually going to call on Garrett with a push. Garrett Knuckles, number 10.
Wow.
That'll be Garrett's first foul of the ball game.
Yeah, both teams are in the 1-and-1.
Long way to go here with the first free throw good. Both teams in that 1-and-1. Could be a long 9:35, Benny.
Oh, I think it will be. They'll be doing a lot of free throw shots the way teams are playing defense.
Yeah, and you would think that's much to the liking of both coaches. Low-scoring ball games, so free throws, chance to keep them in it.
Charles Outlaw just checked in for Big Mo for the Cardinals.
So it's a 17-point ball game as Outlaw on there with his cohorts. Smith gets a screen up top.
Big screen.
Big, heavy blow there.
Yeah, a lot of flopping.
3 on the way. They said he stepped out of bounds.
I didn't see that.
I want to look at that. I hope we got a replay of that.
I hope we do too. I thought that Garrett was at least
inside the line.
Yeah, we got
Stolen
the ball
on
back.
the inbound. Drive, shot, whistle before that.
The thing about it, he may have stepped. He may have stepped out of bounds. I don't think he had possession of the ball when he was out. His foot hit the line.
I don't think so either.
I don't know that he was out of bounds. I'm just saying that may be what he saw and mistimed the shot.
Yeah.
Chance to get it back here at the strike. Gets the first one to fall. So Tyler Smith, sophomore out of Chicago, Illinois, averaging right at 10 points a game. He's got 7 this afternoon. Chance to make it a 19-point game, and he does. Benny, you've been talking about this Apache team and what they average coming in on the day. They're averaging at pretty high clip, not close to it at this point.
Now they're averaging 88.4 coming in.
Wow. You got 9 minutes to go, but at this point, you're 50 points off that average. And a long way still to go, but that just kind of summarizes. Yeah, that was a little too easy on the inbound there.
Yeah, you see why they need Joey Brown on the floor.
Right.
Crossover.
You just can't turn the ball over, and you turn the ball over with still about 25 seconds left on the shot clock.
Cameron Johnson coming in for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Camarian is averaging 10 a game. So challenges shot, fight for the loose ball is going to be swatted away, picked up by the Apaches as Gill sets it up top to Lewis. Picked up over in that left wing. Brown out top, leading the offense. 8 on the shot clock. Trying to cross up Zotti, pass off in the corner,
That's
way
short.
And that's a shot clock violation. That's good defense.
That's great defense right there.
Done.
Hey, one thing to think about is TJC didn't play Thursday night against Navarro. 87-82. It was up and down the floor type game. They used a lot of energy. They only had 1 day to recover to come over here and play this kind of defense.
And now they're facing this D, like you just said. It all.
Yeah, that has to have a factor here.
it all is going to factor in at some point, you would think. I mean, they had a battle. They won that one by 8 points, I believe. It was or 5 points. There's Garrett Knuckles getting it done. Little step back shot. It's nothing but net.
8 points in the contest. Cardinals have had 10 players score in this contest.
So they are coming to life here in the second half. At the break, it was 26-20. TJC trailed. Now it's 56-37. Knuckles with a block. And almost, Zadi almost got that. He was already planning a little showtime here at Leon Spencer Court. Great.
Earlier in the game, he had that steal, and he did put on a show. So he had number 2 on his mind.
Big smile on his face as he makes his way to the bench.
And we're in the 8-minute media timeout, and we'll take it with them here on the Cardinals Sports Network.
Our crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich can make you feel a lot of things. The spicy one can make you feel, what's the word? Tingly? Yeah, tingly. McDonald's Spicy Crispy Chicken Sandwich. Order ahead on the app.
At Cowboy headquarters, we have everything for your small house or a large ranch. Our team can help you with supplies or expertise. We carry the top line of tools like Milwaukee, Steel, and DeWalt. We have boots, jeans, hats, and all the accessories, and a full gun counter. The thing at Cowboy headquarters that we're most proud of, though, is the level of service that we'll give you, like things used to be. If you need it, we have it.
And welcome back to Leon Spencer Court, historic Cardinal Gym. Coach Spencer in attendance tonight. Always glad to have Coach on hand to watch the Cardinals play. I'm sure he's enjoying this from the defense the Cardinals are dishing out. Tim.
Oh, yeah, I think so. You know, we were talking about it a little bit ago. They are definitely bringing the heat, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
That's nice on a day like today. It's a cool one in Athens, Texas.
Yep.
Almost got away with that.
Green with the foul there.
It's going to be called for the whistle.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was called for the whistle, but he was called drawing a whistle. Is what I wanted to say. I'm sorry. I'm not playing as good a D or playing as good as anchor as their D is. That will draw the whistle and gives him now his first foul in the ball game. Back to the stripe. That could keep him in it.
Oh, they missed it though.
Well, that'll help things. Coach Marquez just
there is justice in the world.
just sat down, kind of hands to head, like, guys, we got to hit those if we're going to climb back into this. Back door.
Outlaw. Outlaw.
That ought to be outlawed. That was well done. Nice pass up top. Outlaw with a flush to get it back up to a 21-point ball game.
Charles, we have the Cardinals' first 6 points, now has 10 in the contest.
Inside 7 to go. Well, you could just see that developing on the other end. Great screen to free him, and then jump stop in the paint, looking down low. Gave the Cards a chance to regather after the fumble. Now the rebound. Green on the push. Working it around the perimeter. Baseline. Shot. Not to be. Quickly up the floor. Apaches want to run. They will get a whistle.
Well, they caught a break, though. The ball rimmed in and out.
Yeah, that whistle just, a ball rolled the cylinder and popped out at the last second. So 2 free throws coming.
That's Zadi's third. Got a wholesale change coming here for the Cardinals.
Everybody but Tim Howard's coming into the contest.
That's right. Oh, that's where you're wrong. I'm taking the headset off. I'm going in with the fellas. 5 fresh. No, we will keep me seat belted in over here. These guys, did you hear though? Hey, let's turn it up. Let's turn it up.
Turn it up.
They're ready to bring some more defensive pressure. It's a 20-point ball game. When it's got to be really tough mentally, not just from a physical aspect, like you talked about, Benny. You're turning around after a Thursday night game, and now you're coming into this defense.
Yeah.
So Cardinals just keep that pressure up here, and they're going to be on their way to something special. Long way to go, still 6+, but 18-point lead. You'd much rather be on this side of it than TJC. So Warlow works it over. Shot on the way, goes strong to the glass, and Cameron Williams gets the bucket.
Yeah, Cameron with 5.
Thought about a three, still trying to create.
TJC with just 2 3-pointers in the contest, Tim, and this is a team hit 12 against
Get
Nevada.
another turnover right there.
I think Williams got a piece of it.
He did.
Now he's got the ball going up.
Another bucket.
And the finish. Cameron was 7.
This may be the spurt we were talking about, Benny.
Yeah.
But if it's going to be the finisher too.
Benny, as you were talking about the 2 threes, one of them came on that first possession of the game, and then it's been one the rest of the way. Baseline drive. Oh, man. He helped him there by going for that block. If they go straight up, they probably get it. He's in a bad spot because he looked like he was kind of behind the backboard.
Yeah, TJC needs to finish some of those off because if they're going to go to the free throw line, they need as many 3-point plays so they can get that clock stopped. At 5:20 now, 62-39 Cardinals.
Benny, this is starting to get to that math deficit issue, so I'm going to be leaning heavily your corner.
Well, we're all in trouble then.
Hits the first one. Speaking of Gill on the afternoon has got 8 points to match his number, gets his 9th there. At the 5:20 mark, it's a 21-point ball game.
The Cardinals have put themselves in a position, Tim, where they can milk that shot clock down, too, and get a good look at that 5 or 6 seconds.
Yeah, that's got to be a good feeling, Benny, to be able to come down and turn over there.
That's what that was all about.
Bateman was frustrated there. He's like, where was he going? They were communicating, running down the floor. A foul coming on the Cardinals. That's going to go against Darrell Bateman. They're still out there talking about, well, you zigged, I was going to zag. So let's see.
Big Mo giving some instructions out there.
First one's good, so back-to-back trips.
I love how Greg has got the Cardinals taking pride in their defense because you hear them talking to them amongst themselves out there.
Yeah.
As you mentioned a while ago, Tim, let's turn it up.
Yeah.
If you wear defense on the back of your jerseys, you better be able to back it up.
That's exactly right.
Exactly. And what a luxury to be able to pop in 5 guys at the 6-minute mark. Wholesale changes. Good strong move. Tyler Smith passes it off. Bateman kept it alive.
Keeps it alive. That's great.
Warlow
play
in the
there.
paint. Kick out for 3. It's on the way, and it is just off the mark from Tyler Smith. Tracked down in the corner by Williams, and they'll set it up. Warlow had it knocked away.
There's no sense of being in a hurry, quite honestly.
Good defense
Good
closing
D
out
there,
by
but-
Bateman.
Yep.
Shot, bucket, count it for Warlow.
It's a showtime now.
Yep.
They are in a new stratosphere of opportunity here. 21-point advantage. 3 on the way, not
No good.
there. Kick out, taking another one. He stepped on the
He
side.
stepped on the line. There's going to be a turnover on the Apaches.
Yeah, side out there. Timeout with 4 minutes to go.
Got our last media timeout of the contest, and we'll take it with them here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Our crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich can make you feel a lot of things. The spicy one can make you feel, what's the word? Tingly? Yeah, tingly. McDonald's Spicy Crispy Chicken Sandwich. Order ahead on the app.
At Cowboy Headquarters, we have everything for your small house or a large ranch. Our team can help you with supplies or expertise. We carry the top line of tools like Milwaukee, Steel, and DeWalt. We have boots, jeans, hats, and all the accessories, and a full gun counter. The thing at Cowboy Headquarters that we're most proud of, though, is the level of service that we'll give you, like things used to be. If you need it, we have it.
And welcome back, folks. You're almost out of time to miss us. 4 minutes left in the game. The Cardinals in command now, 64-43. It's been a steady pace of defense. I think we played 36 minutes. How many minutes of defense have we had tonight, Tom?
36.
36 minutes.
36, exactly. I had to look at the clock there because I didn't catch quite the time there that you said, but I looked up the clock. There's only 4 minutes left. So
He's
yeah,
better
we've
at
had
math than me.
We've had 36 minutes of defense, Cardinal defense.
I can tell you hung out 8 games with Tim last week.
Rubbing off on him. Hey, that was well played too. Speaking of well played, these Cardinals and that defense, they're holding TJC, who's coming in at an 80-plus point per game clip. He got 43 points with under 4 minutes to go in this ball game. Here's a drive to the basket.
They're going to get a foul on number 1 of the Apaches.
Yeah, it'll be on Callaway. His third of the contest.
Marlowe goes to the free throw line with 6 points, all in the second half. Averaging 8.2 on the season.
Marlowe hitting at 78%. See if we can knock down a couple here. That's that first one to go.
As deep as the Cardinals go into their bench, you're not going to get a lot of high point scoring averages out of them this year.
No. It's going to be spread around.
The team is just not built that way. That makes it harder to defend, too.
Yes, it does.
I was going to say, you take away, hey, we got to shut down 2 guys, you know, because they will go, like I said, 10 guys deep. And that really keeps that onus on you to guard 5 at a time. 3.5 left in this ball game here. It's game 2 of the Region 14 opener. They started a couple of days ago on the road. I think it's Wednesday night in Kilgore. Forced them to shoot with no time on the clock there. Good defensive stretch. And by working. Gives away. Well, gives it away.
Yeah.
Thought it started to say gives away to Kalen, but actually knocked away. So here comes Williams into the ball game. Cameron had a nice stretch a few moments ago. Back-to-back buckets. He's got 7 on the afternoon.
He got off to a slow start on the offensive end, but it's good to see him getting this groove back a little bit because, like I said, he really played well down on the Florida trip.
And by slips by. Still 20 on the shot clock, but TJC don't want to use that whole shot clock. They got to score and score in a hurry.
They want to score in a hurry. They just turned it over.
Wrong color jersey.
Yep.
There's Williams collecting that. Gives way to Bateman. Bateman baseline. Had him knocked out of bounds. He saved it. Great job. Boy, landing hard over there was Murillo. He's slow to get up, but does, and he's making his way down the floor. Drive up and under, shot not there. Bateman pulls it down. Had Olajuwon on top of his back. Driving strong. Kalen off the glass, left it for number 35, Cameron Williams. Marlowe almost jumped the route of that one. 3 on the way from the corner.
No good.
Pulled down by Warlow.
2 minutes, Tim, 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Good strong move off the glass, and it's good for Isaac Himes, the 6'9" sophomore from Phoenix, Arizona. Makes it a 70-43 ball game with 1:58 to go.
And we'll step away for just a minute here on the Cardinals Sports Network. Cardinals up 70-43, 1:58 left.
I don't do this just to make a living. It's in our blood, really. I want to be the greatest that's ever done it. I'm hungry for bronc riding, I love it. And I couldn't imagine doing anything else.
Are you looking for a school with a champion mindset? Look no further than Trinity Valley Community College, the home of champions. Become a part of a community where excellence is the norm. A school that provides nationally accredited programs, award-winning groups, vibrant life, and dedicated support. We are ready to start you on your path to success. Become a Cardinal champion today by applying at apply.tvcc.edu.
Cardinals led 26-20 at halftime with 1:58 left in this one. They are up 70-43. Well in command and on their way to a 10th win, which will match the best start in the last 15 years in school history.
Yeah, that's great. Great way to start the season for the Cardinals.
Trying to close this out. There's the third 3 of the ball game here
for the Apaches.
But don't get that one till inside 2 minutes to go. So that kind of is the story of this one.
Yeah, Cardinals shut them down outside the 3-point line and played just fantastic defense today.
Bateman with a jump stop in the paint. He had that knocked away. So still Cardinal basketball.
Note to everyone at home, especially his family back in Missouri, we're going to try to grab Greg here after the game's over with and let Tom and Tim have a few words with him and wrap up this broadcast on the Cardinal Sports Network. Our next time to be with you will be Wednesday at 7 against Angelina.
Bucket that time for Williams. Cameron now in double digits. He's got 11.
Steal by the Cardinals.
Here comes Wenger, not there. Bateman missed on the putback, though. He's good. shakes his head, but he still gets the bucket nonetheless, and a rebound. So I'm don't be too hard on yourself, Gerald. Well, they've put this thing away strong here in the second half. 3 on the way. Not there, and a push-off, I think, is how that stayed alive. Yeah, it'll be a foul on the Apaches. Number 14, that's going to be on Murillo. So walking to the stripe, it's going to be Cameron Williams. Williams with 11 on the afternoon. Chance to beat his average at the stripe here. Gets that to fall. Yeah, Cameron averaging 11.4 per game. Now he's got 12 after that one.
Now the Cardinals.
So here's a shot on the way. Benny, I got a question for you. So this is going to be a pretty nice gap in between when it's all said and done, but not as far as they've ever had, huh?
Oh, not against TJC, no.
Not against TJC.
No.
Okay. 3 on the way from the left wing. That's good. That'll make it 79 or 78-46, right on cue.
Isaac Himes with the 3.
Yeah, Himes is knocking it down.
Cardinals with 2 3-pointers in the contest.
Back up, Braylon, back up.
Going to be a dribble out.
Yeah, they will let this one run down. It's going to end up being a 32-point game when it's all said and done. Cardinals are about to improve to 2-0, and they have, with .1 left. It's not officially over yet. They got to inbound it.
Got to inbound it.
Shot clock violation.
Yeah, we might see a 32-point play here, folks.
So everybody had already started the handshake. They'll throw it in, and that's how it ends. 78, 46, the final. So we're going to we'll get a chance to talk here and get some final numbers leading the way for the Cardinals. Well received, Williams with 12.
Yeah, Cameron Williams had 12 on the day, followed by Zadi with 11, the way that I've got it down.
And, you know, one of the things that we talked about from the outset, this team is built on defense.
Defense.
They made it happen today.
It's on the back of their jerseys, and it shows out there.
Again, Tyler Junior College coming in, averaging, well, on the year they have 7 and 3, 1-1 in conference play. Benny had that look for you, and we'll get Greg Heyer on here, the head coach for Trinity Valley, and glad to have him joining us here. Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. We'll let you get hooked up there. He's getting some data boys from the fans here. Good turnout today, good crowd. And we'll get a chance for him to catch his breath a little bit. Coach, congratulations on that
congrats.
win.
Thank you.
The final big win, 78-46, winning by 32. This team came in averaging right at 85, 88 a game, somewhere around there. You guys held them to half that. Talk about how that makes you feel.
Makes me feel great. It makes me feel like they're listening to the game plan and they're buying into doing their job. I felt like we were stagnant in the first half, and at halftime, I just told them this isn't about X's and O's. You know, the plan's not going to change. We just got to do it better, and we have to do it with more energy, more vigor, more vibe, more togetherness.
Yeah.
You know, we're supposed, when it gets tough, the tough get going, and that's what I told them. We're about hard work and toughness, and they're making it hard on us, and we are mentally coming apart, and that's not what we do. And just get your minds right, get back together, and let's go out there and let's play to our standards and play our basketball.
And y'all did in the second half.
Yeah.
It was 26-20 at the break. Y'all outscored them 54-26 in the second half. So they definitely took your advice and put it to heart, and congrats on that.
Yeah, we mentioned that a little bit here a while ago with just what you were saying about first half. It seemed like they were maybe a little sluggish, but it seemed like they might have let their the mental focus kind of slip away a little bit. But obviously, whatever you told them, like you just did, telling us in the locker room, it definitely showed coming out in the second half.
Yeah, definitely. I thought we had a better pace to us in the second half. I thought we had a better relentlessness to our attention to detail. We came up with more loose balls. We were able to get out in transition. Zadie made a couple amazing plays.
Thought he was going to get that second one there.
Yeah.
And he thought he was too. And we were all with Tim said, man, I was looking forward to that. But anyway, they did listen to you, and it was obvious coming out here in the second half and just pulling away the way that they did.
Plenty to look forward to. Speaking of Wednesday night, it's going to be a back to action. Angelina coming in here and talk a little bit about this crowd today. A lot of programs, a lot of folks have done for the most part, kind of getting closer to what we're looking for. Get everybody back after the break, man. This place is going to be rocking and a lot of fun.
I mean, for all the students being gone, what an amazing crowd.
Yeah.
Great environment. There was, and in the second half, you started to feel the energy.
You did, yes.
You felt the energy at the beginning of the game, and then it kind of was like, everybody was just at a movie there in the first half, and our team was at a movie too. And then second half started off, and we started off really well in the second half, and the energy in Cardinal Gym, you could just feel it. It lifted our team up, and only our second home game. We've played one home game. We've been on the road for basically 5-6 straight weeks.
Yeah,
and
did you feel like you needed a map? You are here to know where you're. I mean, because y'all have been like road warriors, but man, came in today just immediately. The crowd's vibing on it, and I cannot wait for the future.
Yeah, and that's what I told them at halftime. I said, we got a great crowd.
Yeah,
and you're not giving them anything to cheer about, and you're not playing to our standards. And if you want this crowd to double, you need to play to our standards and play our ball. And if you do that, they'll leave after the game and they'll go home and they'll tell a family member, hey, let's come watch the Cardinals play basketball.
Yeah.
They got a really good team. They play together.
They put a lot of heart out there.
All 13 guys get in the game, and they all participate, and they all do their job, and they cheer for each other, and that's what makes me proud. Is our strength is in our numbers. We're getting basically a double-double from all 5 positions when you take 3 guys. I'm 3 deep at every position, and you add their numbers up total, and we're basically points and assists from the 1 and the 2, and then points and rebounds from the 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
We're getting double-doubles, and I've never had a team like that. And
that's gonna,
to continue to convince them about their strength being in numbers, I got to keep coming up with ways to just explain the why. This is why everybody gets an opportunity to play, and play harder in your time.
Right.
And you'll do more if you play harder. And if you play super hard and you make like second half, MJ, number 23.
Right.
Yeah.
He
was definitely big.
Huge. And his run was long because he was making such an impact on the game, both offensively and defensively. And if you want your run to be long, you got to make a positive impact. So a lot of good. And
I want to ask you, we mentioned this during the broadcast today, and how big a factor is it with your guys having that bullseye on your back with that number 1 rating?
We really don't even talk about it.
Yeah.
That's obviously the goal. The goal is to climb to the top, and once you get to the top, you got to understand when you are on top, you have to be the hardest working team.
Yeah.
You don't let up. You work harder.
Sure.
And we had a little yesterday. Yesterday morning, I basically kicked them out of practice, and they came back in the afternoon. And it was, I told them I thought this would have happened earlier, but it's what you said, Tom. The noise, the things that don't matter to what it takes to be successful on the court.
Yeah.
I saw
Those were creeping in?
Yeah, the poison was starting to creep in.
Yeah.
And so I just let them know, I told them, hey, I bring it in. They don't like it when I bring it in off of negativity, off a negative play or whatever. And then we came back and I talked to them. I said, I thought this would have taken place earlier because of how far they've come from.
Yeah, you're now at 10-0?
July.
Yeah.
From July, basically 7th or 8th when they got here till now.
Uh-huh.
I mean, where they have gone, where they were and where they have gone, but
Right.
where we still can go is what is so exciting about this group.
Couldn't agree more. I mean, you guys are just kind of at the precipice of where you want to be by the end of this. So, super excited for you.
And people are like, oh, calm down. Well, no, I want to coach every play. I want to coach every player.
Right.
And every player is important, and every play is important. And so that's why I coach for 40 minutes. And a lot of coaches get a lead, and they just kind of sit down. And but I want them to know that everybody is important. Everybody matters. Every play matters.
That has to be a big factor when they're out there on the court and they look over there and their head coach is into
Passionate.
it. Yeah.
Possessed with passion.
As passionate as you are, it's obvious from what I see that you're not just, it's not just lip service that we're hearing right here. You are passionate about every player. You're passionate about every play, and as a player, that has got to be a huge motivation.
Yeah, I think they definitely know that I care, and
Yeah.
I love each and every one. Like I told them before the game, I want the best for all of you guys. I want the best for all of you, and I love all of you. But I got a job to do. This morning at shoot-around, I got on knuckles because I had a coach come watch him, and he says to me, he said, if he had another gear, he could play anywhere in the country. So that was a slap in my face.
So you're trying to say, hey, you got to pop that clutch and get to another gear.
And aren't we trying to play at the highest level and make an impact at the highest level? Well, I'm the coach. It's my job to bring it out of him. And he may not like it all the time, but he's improved so much.
Sure.
But he's still got so much room
He's still
to
got
grow.
a high ceiling.
High ceiling, just like our team. So, I was watching him this morning at the shoot-around, and I'm just thinking about what the Division I coach said to me, and I'm just finally, if this is how you're gonna go about your business, this is how I want you to lead. I want you to be better than this. And he responded and he played hard today.
Yeah, man, what a great way to close out the weekend here, and now you take a couple of days. You're right back at it here on Wednesday night.
Another home game.
You don't have to get on a bus. You don't have to drive across country.
Yeah, we don't have to get on the bus again and go across the country. But
we'll look forward to it. We will have it here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Yeah.
Coach, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you for coming by, Coach.
Congrats on that big dub. Always good to see you.
Yes, thank
you, guys. Good to see you, Coach Furr. It is 78-46, the final. Trinity Valley victorious, going to 2-0 in Region 14 action. Don't miss coming up on Wednesday night, and we're wrapping it up here. It'll be a great one. We'll get there about 6:45. Angelina, don't know how they did today, but coming in this afternoon, they are 7-1, 1-0 in Region 14 action.
Yeah, and don't forget what Benny told us. It is a 7 o'clock tip-off.
7 o'clock start. We'll get on the air at 6:45, so join us then.
You bet.
We can't wait to have you for the whole Cardinal Sports Network crew. For Tom Sherham and Benny Rogers, I am Tim Howard. Thank you, and have a great rest of your weekend.